It's crazy I can actually film in this room. Poppy is very frustrated with me right now. She's like, it is time to eat. It is not yet time, girl. You technically have 9 minutes, okay? 9 minutes. So I swear I'm gonna get to you soon. I had a little bit of a mental breakdown yesterday. If I can just share a vulnerable moment with you guys. I talked to my mom yesterday, and we were just talking about, like, birth and her experiences, because she birthed 3 children. My brother came 3 weeks early, my sister came 2 weeks early, I came 2 weeks late. Her very first pregnancy, she was like, I was not expecting it. Like, I was expecting to go to work, and then I ended up just having to go to the hospital and being monitored, and then I was put on maternity leave until I gave birth, and all this, and I don't know, I was just like, yeah, like, I'm prepared, but I'm not prepared. Like, the car seat's not in the car, I don't have a go bag packed, like, I'm, like, not ready. And she was like, you're at that point, like, you should really be ready. And I was putting the finishing touches on this room that you guys would have seen in the last video, and I just, like, ended up hitting a breaking point in the sense of, like, I feel like there's so much work to be done work-wise, like, in my business, in my job, and then I feel like baby prep, there's a lot to do, and I just, like, I feel as ready as possible. Something I've been, like, talking through with my therapist, because I'm just, like, such a planner, is, like, my long to-do list that I created that I want to get done before he gets here. And she asked me, she was like, okay, Cathrin, if none of this gets done, how are you gonna feel? And I was like, well, I mean, like, it'll be fine. Like, I'll figure it out. And she's honestly become, like, such a great hype woman in my life. Don't cry about your therapist, Cathrin. It's like, anytime I'm doubting myself, she's like, Cathrin, you realize, like, all the stuff you've done? And, like, she pulls out, like, all these examples, and she's like, you are so much more capable than you ever give yourself credit for. And I know that's so true. Wow, I was not expecting to cry. I just, like, I don't know what this postpartum season is going to be like for me. I don't know what it's going to be like to have a newborn, and I just, like, want to be as prepared as possible. And that's just, like, the planner in me. That's me taking control of, like, what I can take control of, because I have no idea when this child is going to pop out of my body. So, anyways, welcome to just casual morning in my life. I thought I was doing good, but, you know, just thinking about how much I appreciate my therapist made me cry. What we have to do first thing this morning is feed these 2 girls. You guys have 5 minutes, okay? We're almost there. I swear we're almost there. And then I need to pull my car out of the garage, and I need to clear my car. So obviously I've got 2 cute dogs. We love going to the dog park. And like any road trip, they are in the car with me. Poppy's fur specifically is just next level, and I have never seen the inside of my car look so gross in my life. So I actually booked an appointment for a company to come to my house and do a nice detailing of my car. I have never done this before, but I was gonna go and, like, vacuum my car myself, but honestly I'm at the point where, like, bending over and, like, being in certain positions is just, like, so not comfortable. So this is my treat myself moment. I want my car nicely detailed. I want it cleaned before I put the car seat in there, before I put a newborn in there, because he does not need to be breathing in all of Poppy's freaking fur and just, oh my gosh, it's gross. So let's start this day. Let's get out of bed. I cannot believe that I just, like, cried. From the outside, she doesn't look that bad. Honestly, I go get, like, pretty regular car washes for the exterior, but it's the interior that, look at that. That's honestly not even that bad, but some junk in there, you know, that's not really cute. That is gross. Obviously, this is used the most by me driving. The back seat, though, this is what I'm talking about. I don't want to put a newborn child in a car with this. So this is being done. Also, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see that window. Funny enough, Fancy is not like a nose on the window dog. Poppy is. This is all Poppy. I never had this problem once when I only had Fancy, but with Poppy, it's next level, and I love her to death, but oh my gosh, this actually isn't all that bad because I always have like a dog car seat in here, but I'm very excited. Very, very excited for this to be clean.
All right, pay attention.
Are you ready for this? Oh my gosh, look at like my rims. So shiny, but really all that we care about is this. Oh my gosh, it smells delicious in here. Wow. My leather is like all, oh my gosh. I haven't even like taken a full look at this yet, but wow. Oh my gosh, so clean and it smells delicious. We're ready for a car seat, baby. Oh my gosh. This is just wild to me. Like, my car has never looked this clean in its life. Oh my gosh, my seat is so messed up right now. This is truly a brand new car. Smells delicious. Looks better than when I bought it. I should really do this like once a year or something. Wow. I would be like proud to have guests in my car right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just need to move this back in the garage, honestly. When I first came up with the idea of having someone else detail my car for me, I was like, okay, Cathrin, realistically, how much would you pay for someone to do this? And the first price that came into my mind was like $80 to $100. I was like, no more than $80 to $100. I think that's enough. And then I took a look what companies were actually charging for like at-home detail service. And I think the cheapest one I found was like $160. So that was eye-opening. Tip included, I paid $300. Full transparency. So that is not something I'm going to be doing regularly by any means, but I can now cross off deep clean car. Oh my gosh. We're gonna ignore some of this stuff up top. But really, I'm not in a bad spot, especially in terms of him. If I don't tour labor and delivery, I'm not upset about it. I really should call them and see if I can get in. Car seat is gonna happen here soon. Go bag, I think I'm gonna pack in the next few days. Oh, diaper station and master, you guys. We did that. Heck to the yes. Cross that off right there. Sanitized pacifiers, so easy. Find pediatrician, absolutely a necessity. And the fact that I have not done this is ridiculous, and I know it. So that will happen, okay? It will, I promise. For now, I desperately need to get to work. The thing is, like, I have been working so hard the last 2 days, and even like what you guys didn't see today, I filmed the final clips for the master reveal video, but I've been doing like so much filming and like content creation, but I haven't spent a lot of time on my computer, and I need to do that. I just like don't want to do that, but I need to do that. So I need to work on a little bit of like editing, prepping content even. Where's my computer? I think it might be in the nursery, which is so incredibly random, but that's because it was in my bedroom. In one of my videos recently, I know I shared with you guys that I have been pre-filming some Instagram content and my maternity leave. I'm ultimately going to end my maternity leave by coming back on Instagram first, and then I will come back on YouTube. So I've been putting far more of a priority on Instagram content recently, filming some content, kind of batching some footage. I wouldn't even say it's batching footage though, because batching, the way I look at batching is like you're filming multiple videos in one day type thing. I haven't been doing that. I decided to share this series of like kind of a countdown to baby. So I'm sharing like how many weeks pregnant I am, and it's like baby prep at 34 weeks, baby prep at 35 weeks. And I right now have 3 reels edited, ready to be posted, but I'm just like waiting based on my content calendar, you guys. I fell off the content calendar wagon for a very long time, and then I tried to get back to it at the start of the year, and I was like, maybe if I change platforms, like maybe I've just been using my content calendar for so long. no, changing platforms did not help me. I think I lasted maybe a week using the other platform. Like, it just like was not for me. So I am back to using my content calendar template that I know so many of you guys have. And this is what I've been using to organize all of my reel ideas, as well as like, okay, so I have this one filmed, edited, ready to go. It's just not live yet. So I have it like all kind of documented of like, here's an idea, it's not even filmed. Here's an idea, it's filmed, but it's not edited. Like, I have everything so perfectly organized. But one of the things I'm trying to do with Instagram content specifically is keep my videos interesting. Obviously, I mean, like, as you should. I know there's some people that like really ride off having like one set format. I don't even know if you would call it a format, but it's like every single one of their videos, you know, there's going to be either like B-roll music in the background, or it's just going to be like the natural sound within the video. Like, that's their reel, that's their TikTok. It's just like natural sound, and that's like all you get. But I personally have been mixing up doing voiceovers, the natural sound, as well as some music. And I have been trying to do shorts, okay? I found a creator recently that has really done well with YouTube shorts, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to be getting back to this. So specifically today, I have got one reel that I could just use the natural sound within the reel, but it's not very interesting. Like, let me just put it plainly, it's not very interesting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Epidemic Sound, and they have this new feature. So this segment of the video is sponsored by Epidemic Sound, but let me show you guys this new tool that I feel like is really helpful when it comes to reels. Because honestly, like, Instagram, finding music through Instagram is so incredibly difficult. I wish they would improve their platform, but especially if you're going to cross post on Instagram and YouTube, you definitely want copyright-free music so that your shorts can be monetized. And yeah, you may only make a few cents, but it's something. And one day you may make a few dollars, and then another day you may make $100, you know? Like, it's gonna, hopefully it will add up over time. But if you go to the music tab, okay, right here, there's a little icon, it says sound match. If you click on this, it tells you music recommendations for your video. So get music recommendations based on the content in your video. Drag and drop or choose a file. So I already have right here in my downloads. I am just gonna drag and drop it right here. I find this the most helpful for Instagram specifically, because if I have a whole YouTube video, the B-roll, the clip that like I need music behind is not already edited, compared to like this is already edited. I just don't have sound, I just don't have music. So I'm gonna click on sound match. So it pulls up all the recommendations over here on the left-hand side, and it looks very similar to, like, honestly, it looks the exact same as if you were searching for music just like within Epidemic. But the cool thing is your video is right here, and it's automatically going to play. So instead of, if you guys have ever done this, which I'm sure you have if you've edited YouTube videos, you will go to Epidemic Sound, you'll click play, you'll jump back to your video editing platform, you'll watch over the video being like, does this seem to fit the vibe? No, and then you jump back to Epidemic, and it's like this whole thing. You don't have to do that anymore because your video appears right here. So let me listen to a few. So funny enough, the song that I like best with this, I've actually already downloaded, which I'm so glad. Oh, October 31st. I'm so glad they added this feature right here. So it will either have like a plus sign if you've added it to a playlist, or it will have this downward arrow which shows that it was downloaded, and then if you hover over it, it shows you the date that it was downloaded. So it's like if I downloaded this in 2020 or something, it would be like, whoa, I haven't used that so long ago, I can reuse it, no big deal, compared to like, oh, I actually downloaded that a month ago, it's in some pretty fresh content, I don't want to reuse it. But this sounds really good with this. I'm gonna re-download it just because I don't know where it is on my computer or in my hard drives, and I am actually going to re-edit this video a little bit to include this track, because like it sounds so good, and then at one point I want it to like start transitioning where it hits with the music. So I am gonna go in and do that. But if you guys have never tried out Epidemic Sound before, I actually have a special offer for you guys. Hold on, let me look it up just to make sure I do not get the details wrong. Okay, so if you use the code CATH in all caps, Cath25, you get 25% off the annual personal plan. So it has to be the annual plan, not the paid monthly plan. 25% off. This is a limited time offer. So if you guys are interested, definitely check it out. I usually do like a sale with them at the end of the year for like Black Friday and stuff, but this is actually the last sale I'm gonna be doing because I am going on maternity leave. So 25% off the annual plan with Cath25. Make sure Cath is in all capital letters. I am actually gonna edit this reel so that it can be totally done and I don't even have to think about it anymore. And then I really need to work on a little bit of YouTube editing. So honestly, I'm gonna be right back on Epidemic because I know the video that I'm working on, which is the video you guys are gonna see before this, the master video, I need a lot of B-roll music and I currently have none. I have like some of the B-roll edited, but that's not really helpful if you don't have the music to go behind it.